how does a seller start to deal with, you know, accepting some of this stuff in the market that we're in now? So we start dealing with the change process. And so the first thing that the seller hears, and this is kind of how it goes with us, is they'll look at us and say, what? That's not what my house is worth. And then all of a sudden they're saying, you're out of your ever-loving mind. And then all of a sudden they've gone from denial and they are really ticked at us. And then they say, well, you know what? They start making a deal with themselves. And then, I'm going to go find a broker that tells me what my house is really worth. I don't know who the hell you guys think you are. I'm going to go talk to my agent friend. I'm going to go talk to the neighborhood seer. If I do this with my house and do this with my house and do that with my house, I know I'll get what I think it's worth. That's how Tom thinks. Then eventually we got to get into acceptance. And acceptance is a really interesting idea here, because the actual moment that we accept market reality happens in a second. It's like a lightning bolt. Boom! Ah, I get it now. But sometimes getting to that acceptance can take years. And what will maybe help compress that is one of the reasons why we're trying to do this seminar is that we've already shown you in market data that it does actually cost you money to oversell your house, particularly in a declining market, and our market is still declining in home value slightly. So acceptance is the key to, and I know Tom hates it, but it's the key to renewal and getting on with your life and your family plan. So I know, folks, what we're talking about here is grief recovery, because these are the 5 steps of grief recovery. And I don't mean to make light of it, but what we need to do, if we're going to be the successful seller, is we've pretty much got to get into this idea of getting to acceptance and renewal as quickly as we can. And if we recognize that denial and anger and deal making and its manifestations and forms as part of the grief process, so to speak, maybe we can catch ourselves in it and get further into acceptance quicker and lose less.